Okay, morning guys. Pilates from the living room. Okay, first class is going to be quite short. It's going to be quite basic because I have not got a clue what I'm doing. Equipment required. Towel if you need one to rest your head on. A book if you've got one. Nice shiny slidey one. Bear Grylls if you need him. Just let him fall on the floor. Quick health and safety bit. Okay, bear in mind, I can't correct you. If you have any underlying health problems and you've not done my classes before, then you really need to look at giving me a personal message and I can run through them whether the exercise is going to be suitable for you. I'm guessing a lot of you are coming to my classes anyway. We're going to start with the basic warm-up exercises, which we've all done before. We're going to do a handful of exercises, sort of fairly standard Pilates exercises. We'll leave it at that today. Then I can figure out what it looks like and you can give me some feedback, which can be good or bad, but be nice. So we'll get cracking. So first of all, we're going to lie on our backs on the floor. We've got our feet hip distance apart. So you bring your feet together, slide your heels apart, slide your toes apart. That works roughly for most people, ankle, knee and hip joint alignment, not the outside bit, the hip joint. You want your shoulders nice and relaxed. You want to lengthen through the back of the neck. You want nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. We don't breathe like we do in yoga, okay? So you don't breathe into the abdomen. We fill the lungs, but we breathe outwards, so filling the chest cavity. Think of drawing that chin slightly toward your chest so your head doesn't tip back like that. We don't want that happening at all. So the most important bit of Pilates, your core, okay? Easiest way to do this is lifting your pelvic floor as high as you can. Imagine you having a wee and you need to stop, okay? Lift it as far as you can, release it halfway and half again and try and maintain that sort of level. At the same time now, you're going to draw your belly button in as far as you can into your spine. Release it halfway and half again. You want to keep that, and so when I say engage your core, pull your tummy button in, navel to spine, itch your pelvic floor and your navel to spine working together. The final piece of the jigsaw is your neutral spine. It's quite hard to find. The easiest way to get in the right area is if you tilt your pelvis backwards, your lower back will push into the floor. If you tilt your pelvis forwards, your lower back arches away. So if you do that a couple of times, and funnily enough, they are called pelvic tilts, reduce the movement a little at a time and stop between the two. So you want to make sure that your lower back isn't so squashed into the floor that your tailbone lifts and it's not pulling away from the mat. Really important. So we'll start nice and gently. We're going to bring the hands up, palms together. I want you to keep them together and I want you to lock your wrists and elbows. All you're going to do, nice deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to swing the arms to one side. Inhale back. Exhale. Inhale back. Keep doing that and that will slowly start to loosen your upper back. It is tense in the elbows because you can get all the way over, but we don't want that. We want the back to start moving. So just do a couple more each side, focusing on the elbows straight and the palms together. Staying in this position, keeping your hands above the chest, remembering your core muscles, don't forget them, they're still there. Going to do another little exercise now just to start mobilising the body. So, as you exhale, you're going to go into an abdominal curl, just a little one. Leanne, if you're watching this, no sit-ups. And as you breathe in, you roll back and just allow the hips to lift a little way. So it's exhale, inhale, core muscles engaged, shoulders relaxed. And I want you to do 4 more. Just keep rolling. This is really good for just starting to loosen the back a little bit more. Now sadly I've got nobody counting in my living room, so I'm trying to hear Janet's voice in my head. So if we say last one about, take the arms out by the sides. So the next exercise is level 1 hip rolls. I'm doing it as level 1 because I'm going to do it as a warm-up exercise today. So you can have this with your feet together, you can have it with your feet apart. Today we're going to do feet apart. Again, core is important. It's not flopping from side to side. So you take a deep breath in. As you exhale, just allow the knees to fall slightly to one side, but use your core to hold it. And then as you inhale, come back through the centre. And then as you exhale, bring them over to the other side. So really, you don't want your whole rib cage lifting off the floor at this level of this particular exercise. So you want to keep those shoulders nice and grounded. If you wish, you could start to turn your head to look down the opposite arm. And you're going to do 2 more each side. Focus on the core. Let those knees fall just part way over and use the abdominals to draw them back up. Whichever side your knees go to next time, just allow them to go over a little bit further and just let yourself stretch slightly. Take a couple of breaths, drawing the knees back up and allow the knees to fall to the other side. And slowly back to centre. Okay, bringing the arms down by the sides. So it's good old dead bugs. I'm not doing the 100 today. We'll get that done a bit later in the week maybe. So you want the shoulders relaxed. Set your position back up. Really important. This is an absolute key Pilates exercise. So take your time. You can pause the recording. You can check your position. Do it in a minute. See yourself in the mirror if you can. Or video yourself if you haven't got me nagging you. Okay. So you've got your feet flat, you've got your core engaged. Nice and easy. As you exhale, do this slowly to start with, you're going to lift your left foot just slightly. And as you breathe in out, you stretch that leg and you float the right arm. Don't force the arm. Your back isn't lifting away from the floor. Your hip bones point straight up to the ceiling. From this position, as you breathe in, you're going to bring the arm back. You're going to bring the foot back. Keep bracing. Keep that hip bones sticking up to the ceiling, pelvis absolutely level. And then you're going to do right foot, stretch, float the left arm. And back. So, exhale, stretch. Inhale back to centre. Exhale, core engaged. Inhale back to centre. As you do this, which is the easiest version of dead bugs, make sure that as your arm comes away from the floor, your lower back doesn't pull like that away from the mat. That's totally wrong. You don't want that. You want your core nicely engaged. So just do a couple more each side. Focus on your breathing, focus on your neutral spine, floating the shoulder, not forcing it to the floor. Then we want to move to level 2, which takes a little bit more engagement from your core. So check it's engaged, lift one foot, your knee is over your hip. Your shin is roughly parallel to the floor. This is where recording yourself or a mirror is really handy. Brace your core, lift the other foot up. So you're what's called your tabletop position. What tends to happen is the knees come back like that, which is wrong because the tail's starting to lift. And the other thing is, they go a bit floppy like that. It's all about body control. Knees over hips, feel the core pulling already. And then the exercise is basically the same. Take a deep breath in, prepare, exhale, stretch. Float the arm. Inhale back to centre. Exhale. Inhale back to centre. Notice my back's not lifting. My knee is directly over the hip. And the shin hasn't decided to have a little holiday and flop down toward the floor. Keep going. I want you to do 4 more each side. Really use your core. Don't let your back lift away from the mat. Keep your shoulders relaxed. It's quite hard. And make sure that neck's nice and long. Don't let the head start to tip back. So, if you want a breather, you can have a little breather. For those who want to go to the next level of exercise, we're going into double leg stretch. You now draw your knees in. Not so you're rolling up into a reverse curl like that. So your tailbone's still down, your hands around your shins, your core muscles are engaged. Again, slow motion first. So as you breathe in, you straighten your legs like that. Your Pilates stance, rotate the front of the hip out slightly. At the same time, your arms go behind your head as far as is comfortable. Again, lower back has not pulled away from the floor. As you exhale, you circle and draw the knees in. I need a bigger living room. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. To make it easier, especially if you've got a bit of a back problem, take the legs up rather than away from you. To make it harder, legs closer to the floor. Final level is with the upper body in the raised position. A little bit harder. If your neck aches, don't do this. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 4 more. Off you go. So I'm trying to picture you all in the class. Make sure your legs are stretched. Rotating the front of the hip out slightly into your Pilates stance. Connect your inner thighs. Janet, are we on last one yet? Okay, last one. You need a breather? Take a breather. Final exercise on our backs for a moment is going to be double leg stretch. So from your, crisscross, we just done double leg stretch. Right, so you finish in this position. So you want to take your knees away slightly. Bring the hands up, support the head. We don't want hands like that and elbows like that. So when you do your crisscross, your core is engaged. Remember, this is in the top 3 ab exercises as well. You twist across, so you lift and twist, so you're in a fairly stable position. And then you cross through the centre to the other side. So this is obviously going to be in slow motion. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. What we absolutely do not want is that, okay? Also, we don't want you rocking from side to side, legs flailing. If it's too difficult, keep the feet on the floor. Lift 1, lift 2. 10 10 each side. Off you go. That's it, sure. Keep going. So, fingertips, elbows out. Don't set the jaw. Keep the neck in line with the spine. It is part of your spine. So don't get that looking at the ceiling look, okay? Abs pulled in, really important. It is an abdominal curl of sorts. You don't, you'll get nice strong abs that stick up, which isn't quite as attractive. So hopefully you're getting toward the end of your 10. Hopefully you're getting a bit of sweat on now. So when you're ready, relax. Take a full body stretch. Stretch the arms, stretch the legs. Just enjoy the stretch for a moment. You can do a full roll up if you wish. Janet, Marilyn, anybody? If you just want to make it a bit easier, bend the knees, hand behind the thigh. This is safer for people who maybe not done Pilates before. If you curl your upper body ready, all you do is literally you just push your thigh into your hands and roll up. And then we're going to flip onto our fronts. So for the first exercise, you shouldn't need your towel. But if you do, this is for people with back problems, for lower back problems. If you find you get a sore lower back when you lie on your front, and if you make a little sausage out your towel like that, place it under your abdomen, all it does, it's not cheating, it just lifts your lower back a little bit and takes the pressure of this sort of like lumbar area. If you don't need it, you don't have to use it. Okay. So, you're going to place your hands in a diamond position like that, and you're going to place them in front of your forehead. This is a lovely, easy exercise, nice de-stressor. I think we all need that at the moment. So I'm only going to show you one, because otherwise you won't be able to hear me talk, probably, on the phone. So, when you're ready, relax the shoulders away from the ears, legs stretched, core muscles engaged, pull your belly button away from the floor. Slowly, arms relaxed on the mat, lift the head, roll the chest. There's no pressure on the arms at all. Breathe in at the top, exhale, lower back down. So it's inhale, prepare, relax the shoulders, exhale, lift. Breathing in at the top, exhale, low. 2 more. Keep the shoulders relaxed. There's no catches. Don't push on the arms. And then we're going to go to the next level where we do push. So this time, same position. Exhale, push, roll, lift, don't force. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, prepare, exhale. Breathing in at the top, exhale. 2 more. When you've done your last one, bring your hands by your side. Relax your head on the floor and really get your shoulders away from your ears. Think of a drawing pin underneath your belly button, so you're really pulling it away from the floor. You don't want it flopping out like a blancmange all over the mat. So it's a deep breath in. As you exhale, lift the upper body, and if you're comfortable with it, the legs. As you breathe in, lift, stretch the arms. As you exhale, lower back down. So inhale, exhale, lift. Look down and forwards, not up. Breathe in, stretch those arms. Exhale, lower back down. 3 more, off you go. So, core is engaged. Neck following the spine again in that curve. So most people will be looking down and forwards. If it's too much lifting the legs, keep them on the floor. Palms face each other behind the back. And when you've done your last dart, add a little breather. Sit back on your heels or as close as your bottom gets without hurting your knees, and stretch forwards. Anybody does not like the child's pose, you can go and stretch like that, or just into a cat stretch. Anything that just stretches your back and flexes the spine over. Okay, we're nearly at the end now. So, some of my Friday class members aren't very keen on Bear Grylls. I can't think why. So we'll kill him today. So, some of you know this is not my best exercise. If you put, not necessarily Bear Grylls on your bottom, we're going to do Superman or Modified Swimming to give it its proper title. Again, knees are under the hips, not back here somewhere, but under the hips. Wrists are under the shoulders, eyes looking in front of the fingers. If you look at your knees, poor old bear. Put that down. If you're a nosy person, Alan, if you're watching this and like to look what everybody else is doing, your back will start to hollow like that. Okay? So, nice neutral spine. Core muscles are engaged. Take a deep breath in, and I'm deliberately going to do my best side first. Left leg, right arm. Stretch and lift. It is not about getting as high as possible. It's keeping the pelvis straight and level. The core is engaged and the shoulder is reasonably relaxed. Some of us are a bit tense there. And then you slowly lower back down. The other side, I have to really watch this side. A lot of people do on one side. Exhale, pelvis flat, breathing in as you lower back down. So that's all it is. Stretch and lower. Stretch and lower. Good old bear. He's still hanging on in there. Alright. 3 more each side, with or without bear. Remember, you can do this workout. You could do this every day if you want. You could do it twice a day if you want. It's quite standard stuff. Most of you who've been coming to the, certainly my classes, and I'm guessing most of you that come to the gym, easily fit enough to do most of these exercises. I'm not used to kind of sitting still doing classes. I used to walking around with the hand of doom telling people when they're doing stuff wrong. Okay. 2 more exercises. First one, everybody's favourite, plank. You cannot not do plank, sorry guys. So, we'll only do it for a short time today, about 10 minutes will do it, will it? Nah, probably run out of phone battery, you're alright. Okay, so, plank. Just in case nobody's been to my classes before, that isn't one. Even worse is letting your hips sag toward the floor, because that's really going to hurt your back. You're looking for a strong, stable plank. You want your core braced. You want your elbows underneath your shoulders. And your hips are actually lifting, or your abs are actually lifting your hips to maintain that powerful position. So when you're ready, 3, 2, 1, plank. Now the downside of filming this is I can't look at cat videos while I'm doing it. So unfortunately at the moment I've got Bear Grylls to look at and a plant. So talk amongst yourselves. I promise you it is easier when you talk. Why do you think I waffle all the way through classes? So much easier. Keep the abs engaged. Some of you might want to change your foot position, a bit wider maybe, a bit narrower. see what you feel, but keep that nice, stable position. Remember, if we're in this for the long haul, we should be all breaking the world record. Ladies, what we are now, 4 hours, 20 minutes. How are we doing? We're shaking yet? Alright, coming up to the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, gotcha, 2, 1, and relax. Oh, you can't beat a good plank. Alright, sit back, stretch your back out. Okay, final exercise, rolling like a ball. Okay, if anybody doesn't want to do this, they don't have to. If you have neck problems, disc problems, bone density problems, heart problems, blood pressure problems, vertigo, or you don't like rolling backwards, give this one a miss. Over the coming days, weeks, whatever, we'll give you some alternatives. But for today, toes just off the floor, hands round the shins. Eyes look at the knees, don't often do that. The balance is part of the exercise. So we breathe in as we roll back, and the first one of the day is never the best. Shoulders relaxed, so we inhale, exhale, hold. So it's inhale, exhale, hold. Inhale, exhale, hold. Keep rolling. Enjoy. Couple more carrot, you can stop in a bit, know what you like. Alright, couple more rolling like a balls. And then relax. Okay, normally we do some stretchy bits at the end. That exercise actually is designed to stretch and massage the spine anyway. So just a quick one to finish. I have no idea how long this is going to take to upload. When you finish your rolling like a ball, we'll do a little bit of a cat-cow stretch. So, tailbone, start this end, tuck it under, roll up, and roll back down. Roll up, roll down. One more. Back to neutral. Okay, staying on all fours. Lift your left foot off the floor. Knee stays on the mat. All you're going to do, open that foot out to the side. At the same time, bend through the waist. Look at the foot. So you're stretching that right hand side. And back to the centre. Right foot lift. Out to the side, bend through the waist. Stretching the left hand side. And relax. Tuck the toes under, straighten the legs into a downward facing dog. So start to weight up the arms, lift your bottom toward the ceiling. Don't hunch your shoulders. And allow the heels to go toward the floor. And don't worry if they don't reach the floor. Just allow yourself to stretch. When you're ready, we're going to walk the hands toward the toes. Now, I didn't think the next bit through. So I'll come back now and again. So no idea how to get my phone to change from landscape to portrait. So instead, you've just done a downward facing dog. Bring yourselves round. Cross the legs. Press the fingers on the shoulders. Told you this was a learning curve. Just roll the shoulders back and round in the other direction. Hands in the small of the back, just draw the elbows together. Hands forward, palms forward, just stretch the back. Lift the hands up above the head, they just about fit on my phone screen. Bring the palms together. Hands down in front. Give yourselves a well-deserved round of applause. Namaste, Kirsty. Hope that was okay, guys. Check in soon.